welcome back fellow trophy hunters. In today's video we're going to go over 5 very hard platinums that if you can do, you are considered up there with the very best trophy hunters. If you clicked on this video, I would assume you like trophy hunting, you do trophy hunting, you've got a few platinums under your belt, you might even have hundreds under your belt. But are all the games you have shovelware, or are they actually hard games? See, you might get a lot of people that have easy little platinums that, you know, you can get in a few hours, or they might take a bit of time, but they're very easy, smooth sailing, no difficulty, just a bit of repetition in there. Or you might get the people that have very small amount of platinums, but the time and effort it takes you to get these platinums probably says a lot about you and shows you are a better trophy hunter than someone that may have 500 easy platinums. So jumping straight in, just want to clarify, no particular order, but let me know in the comments what you guys think the order should be. But the first one is Five Nights at Freddy's 2 on the console. I just want to emphasise the console and not the PC version, as you'll soon understand why. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 on the console has a 10 out of 10 difficulty, only requires one playthrough unless you accidentally delete your save, which must feel worse than getting kicked right in the gonads. And it says here on PSN profiles 20 hours to complete. Now if you're watching this video having got the platinum for Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I bet you are battering, I bet there's many holes in your room right now after the pure anger of reading just 20 hours. After me researching this and watching many videos on it, especially Dilly, I'll put a few clips up and leave his video in the description below which you can watch.
I hate this fucking game with a passion. I hate my life, I hate my life, I hate my life. How do you expect me to put the mask down when it sits there like... What the fuck? What the fuck?
Very good video, and I think it goes to show you the pain and suffering that man went through, along with a couple people on Reddit which said how excruciating the trophy was. And the trophy I'm talking about specifically is the You Tampered trophy. To beat this trophy, you need to beat Golden Freddy mode, or in other words, have all the animatronics on the hardest difficulty and all of them be active. You may think, well, that doesn't really sound that bad, that's basically what you do on night 6 or night 5, but you are so mistakenly wrong, my friend. It is down to RNG luck, and it is down to pure precise skill. You cannot make a slight mistake, your timings must be perfect, you must know everyone's routines, you must breathe, live and know this game like the back of your hand in order to complete this. And the reason why it is mainly so difficult is just due to the RNG based luck and having a controller which has no sensitivity options, and also the buttons are a bit confusing, so you will need a lot of practice beforehand getting used to the buttons. The night is that relentless that you can't even look down at your controller, so if you forget to misclick a button, or you accidentally click the wrong button, or maybe your finger slips and hits the trigger, you are finished. That, all those reasons listed, is why Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is infamous for only having 2.21% of players 100% the game, which is a measly 148. Now moving on to Call of Duty Black Ops 3. A lot of you probably know what Black Ops 3 is. I would argue it's the best Call of Duty in the series, but then again, I could be massively wrong. That's just my opinion. Black Ops 3 is my favourite game. While it may be my favourite game, it has its major downsides, which is the brutal platinum. With Black Ops 3 ranking 8 out of 10 difficulty, requiring 2 playthroughs and over 100 hours of gameplay, it's no surprise that only 0.78% have this platinum trophy, which is 12,083 players. This is mainly due to the Personal Decorator trophy. This is the worst trophy in all of Call of Duty history. To get this trophy, you need to complete everything the game's campaign has to offer. That means finishing all missions on veteran difficulty, collecting every collectible, completing all challenges, and doing all of this in realistic mode. Because why wouldn't you want to? Now, realistic mode doesn't just crank up the difficulty in case you just thought realistic wasn't hard enough challenge. It changes the way you play, so one shot can kill you. One measly bullet can kill you, which does make sense. I mean, if you think about it, it's called realistic difficulty, so, you know, it's kind of in the name. So obviously knowing that in a Call of Duty game where AI can be unpredictable, buggy, and sometimes just straight brutal, your entire plan has to change and adapt to the brutal, realistic difficulty. Now obviously this is going to be the biggest chunk of the 100 hours, but while you think, right, maybe that's doable in another planet, on another multiple universe far away, by some alien gaming tech nerd. No, it doesn't just stop there. Each mission has a set of unique challenges, like killing enemies in specific ways, or finishing objectives under tight time limits. Missing even one can ruin your progress, and that is just the icing on the cake for why you would really want to go for this platinum. And don't worry, in case you forgot, because all us trophy hunters love collectibles. So don't worry, you will spend majority of your time trying to find them in stupid wee crevices and just weirdly hidden so well. But then again, that's what YouTube's for, so good luck trying to do that. I wish you all the best. Now, moving on again, the next game is Fortnite.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit? How are you not in fucking school?
And before you think, hold on a minute, that Fortnite?
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass.
Yes, but not the Battle Royale. Save the World. Save the World is infamous amongst the PlayStation community, or more specifically the Platinum community, for being one of the most grindiest trophies ever. Now, I did say in this video it was going to be the 5 very hard Platinums, but the reason I'm putting this in is because you need Man of Steel-like determination and willpower to get through this Platinum, because I'll tell you exactly why right now. While it only has a 3 out of 10 difficulty, one playthrough, it has over 999 hours that is required for you to complete this. So it's no surprise that a very small amount of players have this trophy. 0.36% have this platinum, which is only 1,443 players. Now, think how big Fortnite actually is. Probably in the multi-millions mark. And you've got under 1% of people have platinumed the game. That is crazy.
You know what's crazy?
Now, you're probably asking, well, what trophies are honestly taking even half that amount of time? And there are 7 trophies that will take up 90% of this grind, which is Talented Builder, build 500,000 structures in successful missions, Guardian Angel, save 10,000 survivors in successful missions, World Explorer, fully explore 1,500 zones in successful missions, Play well with others, complete 1,000 play with others missions, Go Gnome, destroy 100 garden gnomes in successful missions, Loot Legend, loot 300 treasure chests in successful missions, and Unspeakable Horrors, kill 20,000 mist monsters in successful missions. Now, I don't think you need to be a genius to work out that is a massive amount of structure building, saving, playing with others, especially when Save the World isn't as popular as it used to be, so finding other people might be a bit more difficult. Now, next up on the list is Outlast 2. Love the Outlast series because it's probably one of the best horror games to have ever come out. And with the movie starting development, I definitely want to get those platinums. With a difficulty of 8 out of 10, 3 playthroughs required, and about 25 hours, it doesn't seem as daunting as some of the previous ones, especially when the percentage is slightly higher than all the rest, being 1.46%, with just under 3,000 players obtaining the platinum. The 2, or more specifically 1 trophy that makes this platinum so difficult is the Messiah trophy. Finish the game in insane mode without reloading the battery. Now if you've played Outlast 2, you'll know without your camera you cannot see a thing. You're just walking about blindly, and to add to the intenseness, insane mode is a one-shot kill, and it's also permadeath. So you're practically walking in a pitch black game, constantly pursued by enemies, and you can't see a thing. So yes, it is pretty difficult. Players have reported you need to study everything, all the routes, the maps, you need to study the enemies. It's almost like studying for an exam really to get this.
The challenge that I had in front of me, I spent the next day and a half watching YouTube videos on successful runs during any downtime I had. I woke up and ate breakfast studying the routes. I'd take a lunch break from work, sit down and study the routes. After dinner, I'd do the dishes while studying the routes. And while laying in bed before going to sleep, I had the TV on, watching and...
But obviously that requires a lot of knowledge and dedication. And last but not least, on everybody's list, I would assume Red Dead Redemption 2. 5 out of 10 difficulty, only 1 playthrough, and over 200 hours needed. It's again no surprise that only 2.6% of players have this platinum, which is just over 26,000 people. The trophy that really stumps people is of course Best in the West by obtaining 100% completion in the game. To earn this trophy, you'll need to do just about everything the game has to offer, which is very similar to the Red Dead Redemption 1 trophy, the 100% completion, which I'm actually trying to go for currently. Little fun fact, I believe I'm at 90, pretty much bang on 90%, so not too shabby. I am definitely not up there with the Red Dead 2 grind, but it's definitely a grind nonetheless. So as you can imagine, obtaining 100% includes completing all story missions, stranger quests, bounty hunts, collectibles, challenges. But of course, it's not just about completing the tasks and challenges themselves. Sometimes you need to do it perfectly, which the hunting part, I'm pretty sure, is the most notorious for being so grindy, as you have to skin and kill every species of animal that is in the game, and I believe there's over about 150, 200 species, and you know, sometimes they might spawn, sometimes they won't spawn. It can be a very frustrating thing, especially if you do not have patience. But then again, some people do argue that this is also so cool because you get to experience everything that Red Dead 2 has in its game, which is classed to be one of the most interactive worlds and best games, best looking games to have come out, which nearly a decade ago, I believe, which is crazy with the games we're getting in today's standards. And that is 5 difficult platinums, in my opinion anyway, and according to PSN profiles. I would love to hear from you guys, what you guys think about these platinums. Have you got them? Are you trying to get them? What do you think is the hardest? What do you think is the easiest? If you can like, subscribe, comment, let me know your thoughts. Maybe you guys want to see some guides for these platinums. I'm crossing my fingers and praying yous don't. Kidding on. Obviously I will provide guides if enough of yous are interested, you know. I'd be more than happy to do that, while also getting nightmares tonight thinking about having to do that. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, especially if you made it this far, and if you want to see more videos like these, again, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to do them. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.